Accurate, dependable. CBS 4 weather, you can count on it.
Good morning, I'm George Estevez.
And I'm Cynthia Demas. Super Tuesday is making news right now on Wednesday. Some states are counting votes this morning. Republican John McCain is waking up with a very good lead, while the other Republicans, though, say the race is not over yet.
All right, let's talk about the Democrats this morning. It's going to be a race to the convention. Why neither Barack Obama nor Hillary Clinton are claiming victory.
And developing news this morning, deadly tornadoes. Look at this one caught on camera right here. Tornadoes hit several southern states. We're going to have the damage left behind.
And we still have the potential for more severe weather. We'll let you know where and why. Not here in South Florida. We'll let you know about the beautiful weather that we're going to continue to enjoy and some wet weather on the way for the weekend coming up.
And has Shaquille O'Neal been traded? We're live with where he could be going and what might be holding up the deal.
CBS 4 News this morning starts right now.
From Miami-Dade, Broward, and the Keys, this is South Florida's CBS 4 News.
Okay, it is 5 o'clock on this Wednesday. It is February 6th. Thank you for waking up and watching us.
Yeah, Lisette Gonzalez is here with our first forecast. Good morning, Lisette. Is it going to be as hot today as it was yesterday?
It looks like it will, Cynthia and George. In fact, look at the temperatures already. You can see that some areas are already hitting the mid-70s. Yesterday, we even had a few upper 60s popping up, but not the case today. 60s are missing in action, and we're dealing with the lower 70s. 74 around Pompano, 75 around Miami, 74 around Opa-locka. It is a little bit on the windy side out there. We do continue to get that breeze out of the east and the southeast mainly right now, anywhere from 9 to 12, even 16 miles an hour with even stronger wind gusts. So warm, windy, sticky, and going to be downright hot later on today with a high once again of about 83 degrees this evening, 75. So the warm weather, it continues. Will we be dealing with a little bit of wet weather as we head into the weekend? And what about the cooler weather? Where is it? We'll let you know coming up right now. Let's check in with Christina Loren. Good morning, Christina.
Good morning to you, Lisette, and good morning to you at home. So far, so good this morning, but we do have one early accident to tell you about on the Palmetto Expressway southbound at Northwest 25th Street. I'll show you where that is on the map right now. As you can see here, for the most part, it's just north of the Dolphin Expressway, so just look out for that. No roadblocks associated, but just keep it in mind before you head out this morning. Meanwhile, traffic moving in and out of the Golden Glades at this hour pretty nicely. You can see a lot of people might be taking their time to get up this morning. That's your latest traffic. Now let's check in with George and Cynthia.
All right, thanks, Christina. The Super Tuesday votes are still being counted this morning, but it looks like John McCain has a pretty strong grasp on the Republican presidential nomination.
As for the Democrats, though, it's going to be a fight to the finish. 24 states in total took part in what was really close to a national primary yesterday.
1,191 delegates are needed for the Republican nomination. According to CBS News, John McCain has 563 delegates. He took all of New York State's 101 delegates. Mitt Romney has 152 and Mike Huckabee 147.
The Democratic side now, 2,025 delegates are needed to clinch the nomination. CBS 4 News is reporting Clinton leads with 838. She won two big states, California and her home state of New York. Obama has 748. CBS 4's Joe Brown takes a closer look now at how the race for the White House is starting to really take shape.
The Democratic contest looks like it might be a race all the way to the convention.
There is one thing on this February night that we do not need the final results to know. Our time has come.
Super Tuesday saw Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama battle essentially to a draw. She scored the bigger wins, California and New York, and has the edge in delegates. But Obama won more contests. They largely split delegates in state after state, and when the night closed, neither candidate was willing to declare victory.
And I look forward to continuing our campaign and our debates.
As anyone come from
John McCain says he's the underdog no longer.
I think we must get used to the idea that we are the Republican Party frontrunner for the nomination.
Big wins from Connecticut to California added up to a commanding lead for the Arizona senator and a crushing blow for Mitt Romney. Despite being overpowered, he says he's not hanging it up anytime soon.
We're going to keep on battling. We're going to go all the way to the convention. We're going to win this thing, and we're going to get into the White House.
Romney's loss was largely Mike Huckabee's gain. The former Arkansas governor won his home state and 4 other Southern contests. Romney had called on Huckabee to drop out of the race to avoid just this scenario. And the question remains how long Mitt Romney can afford to keep funding a campaign that appears to be running out of steam. And so the race goes on. 60% of the delegates are still to be decided. So on Saturday, Washington State, Louisiana, and Kansas all hold primaries or caucuses. In Washington, Joel Brown, CBS 4 News.
Results may be coming in, but there were a few little glitches along the way.
All right, let us begin this morning in Los Angeles. One polling station was missing something rather important, voting machines. Yeah, it took workers about 5 hours after voting started to get machines to that location.
In another part of California, they had another problem. Plenty of machines, not enough ballots. Those registered as no party affiliation somehow ended up using the Democratic ballots by mistake. Well, inspectors eventually cleared up the problem and extra ballots were finally brought in.
Stay with CBS 4 for complete Campaign 08 coverage. We're actually updating the numbers throughout the morning on CBS 4 News. As we said, those numbers are still coming in. To see who won what states and interactive analysis in every candidate's speech, you can go to our website right now, cbs4.com/campaign08.
Time now is 5:05. Developing right now, deadly tornadoes ripped through 4 southern states last night, killing at least 26 people. CBS 4's Maribel Rodriguez joins us now with a closer look at the devastation and what people are going to be facing when they wake up this morning. Maribel, awful.
Awful indeed, Cynthia. Good morning. Rescuers spent all night searching in the dark for survivors and victims. Take a look at this video. People grabbed their cameras to get firsthand pictures of the powerful storm. In Tennessee, cars were damaged, trees toppled, and homes were destroyed. The storm was so strong, a UPS truck even ended up on its side. In Arkansas, more of the same. The storm even prompted the early closure of polling places and damaged a university, shopping mall, and hospital. Today, residents will be assessing the damages. Many say they are lucky to be alive.
We were just standing there, the lights were out, everyone started yelling, come running inside, it's coming, it's coming. We fell on the ground, you can see cars backing up real fast. All of a sudden it started shaking, the air started moving, everything started falling. About 10 seconds, it was just chaos.
There were tornadoes in 4 different states: Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Forecasters say the storm were caused by a cold front meeting with warm air. Temperatures reached the 70s in parts of Arkansas, with lows in the 20s behind that front. The clash of air was just the right combination for the violent storms. Live in the studio, Maribel Rodriguez, CBS 4 News. This morning.
All right, Maribel, we'll be checking in with you throughout the morning to see if the numbers on all that changes. A mother and daughter accused of abandoning 50 dogs in filthy homes are in jail this morning. Ann Senefani and her daughter Ann Hess are facing grand theft and criminal mischief charges. They turned themselves into police yesterday in Fort Lauderdale. The two are accused of trashing 2 homes in Oakland Park and leaving the animals behind. The pets were found over the weekend covered in feces and fleas. The dogs rescued are up for adoption at the Broward County Humane Society.
At 5:07, a bank robber who police say used cancer as a weapon is behind bars this morning. Police say William Valdivia would walk into banks, right, and tell the teller he was going to die anyway and demand a bag of money. Detectives say he used the line several times at banks across Miami-Dade County. His latest alleged holdup was at a Colonial Bank in Hialeah on West 49th Street on Monday. He was captured after a short chase there. No one was hurt in any of the alleged robberies.
Several people were injured when several vehicles collided. Look at this mess. They collided and then crashed into 2 Fort Lauderdale businesses. Take a look at the video here from Chopper 4. First, a Chevy pickup truck slammed into a FedEx truck. They then hit 3 other cars and crashed into 2 buildings. Fire crews had to rescue 1 person from this mangled mess. Several other people, including a pregnant woman, suffered minor injuries. No one inside the businesses were hurt.
Glad to hear that. The Miami Heat's main flame may be put out pretty soon.
We are live with what the team, along with the Phoenix Suns, are saying about Shaq possibly being traded.
The First Lady will be in South Florida today. Why Laura Bush is visiting the Everglades and what type of program she'll be launching here.
It's been hot, hot, hot. I'm Lisette Gonzalez in the Storm Center. Not much changing in terms of the temperatures, but we may be introducing a few showers into the mix. I'll let you know when and why in the forecast straight ahead.
And whoa, you may want to slow down on the road. See how this new laser gun is helping cops catch more speeders.
On this Wednesday morning, from Islandia to Ivanhoe and from Opelika Executive Airport to Kaiser College.
CBS 4 News is covering your South Florida neighborhood. You're watching CBS 4 News this morning. It's 5:08.
all you Law & Order fans can't miss. Sam Waterston is here.
Today at 3 on 4. Energy-efficient light bulbs. They save you money. They're good for the environment. But some say they cause excruciating pain.
I don't know how to describe it other than the fact that something in my brain reacts to it.
Dr. Sean Kniff investigates the fluorescent bulb phenomenon. Tonight at 11 on CBS 4 News.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of women, but it's preventable. Women who take charge of their health can reduce their risk significantly.
The Sister to Sister Foundation wants you to bring your mom, daughters, sisters, friends, and coworkers to our heart fair for free heart screenings and healthy lifestyle information for everyone. Friday, February 15th from 8 to 2 at the Radisson Miami Omni Complex.
It's 15 minutes that can save your life.
Brought to you by CBS 4 and these proud partners.
Taste the authentic Italian flavors of Papa John's 2 new Tuscan pizzas. Our new thin crust 6-cheese pizza, loaded with a rich blend of 6 Italian cheeses. And our new Tuscan meats pizza with Italian salami, classic Italian sausage, and fresh sliced Roma tomatoes. 2 new large Tuscan pizzas, both a great value at just $11.99 each. Try one today, try the other tomorrow. Call or click papajohns.com.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Lease a brand new 2007 Nissan Altima with automatic air and more from only $169 a month. Bill Seidel Nissan, 10500 Northwest 12th Street, just across from the Miami International Mall.
Welcome back to CBS 4 News this morning on a Wednesday. This morning, there's some serious conversations going on regarding Miami Heat center Shaquille O'Neal and his possibility of being traded to the Phoenix Suns.
The Heat are hoping the trade will shake up the team, which has the NBA's worst record this season. CBS 4's Shari Williams joins us live now from American Airlines Arena. So, Shari, is this a done deal or is this still in talks?
Well, this is still in talks at the moment if this deal is indeed brewing, but for now it is not signed and delivered. But our partners at the Miami Herald is reporting that the Miami Heat is in talks with the Phoenix Suns for some type of 2-for-1 deal in exchange for Shaquille O'Neal. Now, specifically, the report says the trade would send O'Neal to the Suns in exchange for Sean Marion and Marcus Banks. The Heat have a league worst record at 9-37. O'Neal has set out 4 of the past 4 weeks because of a bruised and sore hip. But as for what would still have to happen, Shaq would have to still meet with the Phoenix Suns and meet with their team doctors to undergo a physical. That's one thing that still would have to be done. The financials would also still have to be sorted out for both teams, for them to come to some type of agreement as to what works for the Suns and what also works for the Heat. And of course, all of these talks, if they are indeed being happening behind closed doors at this point, it still would also have to be okayed by the league. Now, Shaquille O'Neal has stated in the past that he wants to get to 5 rings. He has 4 championship rings at this point. Of course, if he would want to get to that 5th ring anytime soon, considering that he is 35 years old, it's not going to happen here with the Miami Heat, at least not this season. If he could indeed be traded to the Phoenix Suns, he could go from the worst to the best. The Phoenix Suns actually have the best record in the Western Conference, so that would put him in a better situation for getting to his 5th ring. We do know that he still wants to play, but at this point, it does appear that Shaquille O'Neal could indeed be in trade talks between the Miami Heat and the Phoenix Suns. Of course, we do expect that this conversation will pick up as the morning goes on, and we'll continue to bring you the latest as it continues to develop. For now, we're live at the American Airlines Arena. I'm Shari Williams, CBS 4 News this morning.
And Shaq did have problems on and off the court this season. Last September, he and his wife Shawnee filed for divorce. They were married for 5 years. They have 4 kids together. In 2004, they bought a home on Star Island for $20 million. It's now up for sale for $32 million. For the latest on Shaq possibly being traded, stay here with us at CBS 4. Our sports department is on top of this story.
All right, we are on top of the weather story because right now, everyone at home is waking up on a warmer day.
It is really much warmer than it has been the past couple of days because we had the 60s popping up the past few mornings, but not the case today. In fact, we're already hitting the mid 70s in some areas. So talking about Shaq and the Miami Heat, yeah, the heat is going to be on today, folks. Get ready once again. Break out the sunblock, the sunglasses, and all that jazz. 75 around Fort Lauderdale, 74 for Opelika, 75 for Miami. So yes, definitely on the warmer side. 73 in West Kendall. Usually West Kendall, you're enjoying the low, mid, and maybe even the upper 60s, but already into the 70s this morning. It is also windy out there out of the southeast. We are getting a moist flow off the Atlantic, anywhere from 9 to even 15 miles an hour with an even stronger wind gust. So warm, windy, and sticky. That's what you have to contend with today and going to be downright hot later on. Let's take a look at the temperatures because most of the country right now is dealing with very chilly weather. 13 for Denver, 24 in Kansas, and then you can see that frontal boundary. We go from 33 over in Chicago to 61 in Atlanta and 62 over in DC. And because of this frontal boundary and the warm air clashing with the cold air, we had that tornado outbreak for Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Kentucky, and still have the potential for more severe weather and maybe even possibly some tornadoes later on today. Let's take a look at what's going on right now. You can see that cold front pushing to the east, and right now there's a potential for severe weather and even tornadoes. You can see all those boxes popping up all the way from the Mississippi, Tennessee, and Ohio River valleys. And then we still have some rain moving in through the northeast and some snow for the Midwest and the Great Lakes region. Meanwhile, down here in South Florida, you'll take a look at the scenario. And this is where we had the ongoing tornado outbreak from yesterday that will continue with the possibility of some more severe weather. But when we head down south, you'll see that we're going to continue to enjoy beautiful, calm, quiet, and hot weather. Yeah, mild and nice to start off, but definitely going to be warming up quickly. Maybe a spotty shower today with that southeasterly flow that's going to help to pull in a little bit of moisture off the Atlantic. So we can't rule it out. There will be a few clouds in the mix as well. For today, guess what? The high, once again, 83 degrees, pretty much a repeat of yesterday. A good breeze out there, even downright windy at times. If you're going to be taking the boats out, a small craft caution is in effect due to the strong winds, a moderate chop on your bays. And for tonight, nice and mild, fairly comfy in the upper 60s, but still possibly the lower 70s as we're seeing this morning. So here we go. The 80s, they are staying with us, not going anywhere, but we could see showers moving into the area beginning tomorrow, especially Friday and Saturday as that cold front that spawned the tornadoes starts to move towards us. Not going to be dealing with any severe weather here in South Florida, just a little bit of wet weather, which we need. And Sunday and Monday, hey, check it out. At least the temperatures are dropping to 76 degrees and the lows back into the 50s, which is where we should be at. And if you want to find out what's going on with your weather in your neighborhood, go to CBS4.com, and right there, that's where it's at. Download WeatherBug, and you can get all the information you need. Right now, we need the traffic information, and Christina's going to give that to us. Good morning, Christina.
Good morning to you, Lisette. Good morning to you at home. Police are still working to clear an early morning accident on the Palmetto Expressway southbound at Northwest 25th Street at this hour. I'll show you where that is on the map. Just to the north of the Dolphin Expressway. You might want to just keep that in mind, but hopefully that area will be completely cleared here in the next hour. Meanwhile, I-95 at Griffin Road, traffic moving nicely in this area, and the same situation applies this morning for the Dolphin Expressway eastbound lanes, picking up just a little bit, but definitely quieter this morning than we were at this hour yesterday morning. But hey, yesterday was a super fat Tuesday, so it was only to be expected, right?
That's right, that's right. Did you guys ever enter any essay contests when you were growing up as a kid?
No.
I tried.
Yeah? You tried? You tried? You didn't enter?
No.
No? Dade County Youth Fair.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
Nice, good for you.
You know what? That brings us to our City by City news this morning. First Lady Laura Bush will be in South Florida today. She's going to visit Everglades National Park to help launch this year's Junior Ranger Essay Contest. The essay question for this year is, what can you do now to turn over a new leaf for the environment and preserve our national parks? The contest is open to kids ages 9 to 12, so get thinking.
All right, a newly restored ship will soon be heading from Miami back to its home port in the Keys. The 130-foot-long schooner Western Union will sail from a Miami shipyard to Key West after extensive repairs. The old ship was given new planking and renewed Coast Guard certification. More restoration work will continue now in the Keys, costing more than $100,000. The ship was built in Key West in 1939 to service underwater telegraph cables for Western Union.
Sailing is nice, but cruising may be more your thing. If you're looking for some R&R, why not head out for an island adventure or a cruise? Web reporter Yo Mary Cruz shows you how CBS4.com can make planning your next trip a snap.
If you're thinking about taking a trip for spring break, now's the time to start planning. Our TripAdvisor is a great place to do just that. At CBS4.com/travel, we have ideas of where to go in our top 10 island escapes. Or you can select an area on the map, then review the deals that are available, the attractions you can visit, and read reviews by travelers just like you. That way, there are no unpleasant surprises. The reviews can also help you find a hotel and great restaurants to enjoy. Check out the top 5 hotels in Orlando. You can even book your flights online. Check out videos and photos from travelers who've been exactly where you're thinking of going. Read their rants and raves, and maybe you can avoid coming home with some rants of your own. It could help make your next trip the one you've always dreamed of. Happy traveling. I'm Yo Mary Cruz for CBS4.com.
Me, I'd prefer a schooner any day.
Yeah, why not, right? Hey, and if you do go sailing or you do go cruising, you might want to bring your cell phone with you because we can't seem to put them down anymore, can we?
No, look at how the radiation, though, affects us, so we may need to put them down.
And here's a look at what's happening in South Florida. You're watching CBS 4 News this morning. Don't go anywhere. It's 5:20.
Suffering from new RV sticker shock? Then why buy new? Buy a certified pre-owned motorhome this Thursday through Sunday at the Used RV Show at Dolphin Stadium. You'll find a huge selection of pre-owned gas and diesel motorhomes, many with less than 10,000 miles, all at 5.99% financing for the term of the contract. Names like Winnebago, Monaco, Fleetwood, Allegro, plus many, many more. If you're looking for a motorhome, this is the one show you won't want to miss, with free admission and parking. It's the Used RV Show this Thursday through Sunday at Dolphin Stadium in Miami.
Get you noticed. Men's Warehouse. You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
South Florida's most important international cultural event of the year. 17 days of music, literature, film, art, food, and wine. The 2008 Festival of the Arts Boca, February 29th through March 16th at Meisner Park in Boca Raton. Electrifying performances by the world's most acclaimed orchestra with renowned conductors and soloists. Classical, jazz, opera, Latin music, award-winning authors. From Tchaikovsky to show tunes. The 2008 Festival of the Arts Boca. For tickets, call 1-866-571-ARTS or visit us online.
Come visit our new state-of-the-art dealership, the newest and largest in Florida. Hi, I'm Ken Luizzo, General Manager, inviting you to our all-new service center, featuring a courtesy shuttle for convenient drop-off while you work. We're already rated #1 in sales and service satisfaction.
It's not just a Honda, it's a Holman Honda.
In consumer news on this Wednesday morning, a major drop on Wall Street has stock markets overseas plunging. European markets sank after yesterday's Wall Street slump. Now, traders in Australia and Japan are worried America and Europe may slip into a recession at the same time. That pessimism really is driving their stock markets lower in a vicious cycle. Chinese, South Korean, and Taiwanese markets are closed for the Lunar New Year. The Dow here in the States closed yesterday down more than 370 points. That is a big drop. The Nasdaq was down 73. The S&P dropped 44.
Not looking good. But don't worry if you're talking on your cell phone too much. New research says it is perfectly okay. It does look good. A new study from Japan says cell phones don't increase your risk of brain cancer. The study is the first to look at the effects of radiation on different parts of your brain. They also looked at statistics. Mobile phone use has grown tremendously since the 80s, and the number of cases of brain cancer barely changed.
All right, look at these new weapons that cops have in their fight against speeders. Check this out. It's a new high-tech laser gun. It's being tested in Oklahoma right now. Officers stand over an overpass, they pick out a car, and they clock its speed. If it's too high, well, he radios several other officers standing by along the highway. He'll then catch a speeder. The gun has a shorter range, but it's more accurate, so It's going to be tough to fight in court, I guess.
Yeah, no kidding. And when you get a new toy, you like to play with it more, so the cops might enjoy using it more. More tickets.
It's a good thing we're not in Oklahoma.
Slow down, that's right. Hey, redefining to-go food.
This food is being cooked on the run. How the International Pancake Run contest began, at what the pancake flipper had to do to win. You're watching CBS 4 News this morning.
Say cheese. Cheese.
How about Uncle Joe? Seems strange not seeing him here. I miss him. I miss his jokes here.
How's Aunt Stella doing since Uncle Joe died?
Pretty fair, I'd say. You know, Uncle Joe had one of those Colonial Penn life insurance policies.
You have life insurance?
I sure do. Honey, it costs as much to bury a woman as it does a man.
I don't think I could afford it.
We got insurance from Colonial Penn at an affordable rate.
Hard to get?
No, you just pick up the phone and call.
She's right. If you're 50 to 85, write down the toll-free number on your screen and call about guaranteed acceptance life insurance from Colonial Penn. Colonial Penn makes it easy. It costs just $7.95 a month per unit, about 25 cents a day. You can't be turned down. Because full benefits are not paid in the first 2 years, acceptance is guaranteed. For added peace of mind, Colonial Penn also guarantees your rate will never go up and your benefit will never go down due to age. Guaranteed. Since 1994, over 5 million people have called about this affordable coverage. Call for free information and a free gift.
Call 1-800-423-7663 to receive free information in the mail. You'll get this handy guide to Social Security absolutely free. Call 1-800-423-7663. That number again is 1-800-423-7663 or visit our website at colonialpenn.com.
Well, can you run and cook at the same time? These people can. The winners of the International Pancake Race are doing just that. The race pits competitors in Kansas with those in England. The competition has been around for more than 50 years. The winner is the one who can run 415 yards the fastest, carrying a skillet.
According to legend, see, this all comes from history. A housewife in England started making breakfast late one day. When the church bell rang, she grabbed the griddle and took the pancakes with her, rather than leaving them to burn. The rest, they say, is history.
Oh, he must have not won, and that one's bored.
Hey, you don't have to travel very far to find great taste and great locations.
Mr. Food is right here in South Florida with some delicious, tangy cookies you can make at home.
As we continue our tasty salute to bed and breakfast inns around the country, our journey takes us island hopping to the southernmost tip of the U.S., Key West, where we'll uncover the tropical taste that we might indulge in during staying in any of the